and welcome to Eat the Damn Cake. I am Carly.
And I'm Maddie.
And we just want to thank everyone for their overwhelming support for having Meg Noons on the podcast last week. We hope that you enjoyed it as much as we did. She is a ray of frickin' sunshine.
I love her.
And we hope that you continue listening with us. We know that we might have some new listeners, maybe some old. No, I'm just kidding.
Definitely.
All the old.
All the old.
And maybe some new.
Yeah.
So welcome to Eat the Damn Cake.
We are so excited to have you. And we're just so excited for the, like Carly said, the overwhelming support that we had. The amount of new faces that we saw posting our podcast and responding to us and just talking to us about how much they enjoyed it really warmed our hearts.
It really did.
But if this is either your first or your second episode, just, a little reminder of what we're all about. So we're actively trying to make the fitness industry more inclusive, breaking down barriers and just breaking down anti-diet culture and why you shouldn't focus on what you look like and just do what makes you feel good.
Always and forever.
Always
do what makes you feel good.
Forever. So
what a weekend we've had. What a weekend.
I know. We were both sitting here. We're like, we really haven't unpacked much.
Yeah.
Obviously we adore having guests, but we never really break down the weekend of what was going on prior. So Carly, tell us.
This past weekend was the epitome of being a socialite. No, I'm just kidding.
Carly was like, yeah.
I'm just really popular. No, I'm just kidding. Friday, Maddie and I and our boyfriends and our cousin and his girlfriend went to the Celtics game, which was so fun. That was kind of last minute and super unexpected. Side note, don't call me insensitive. This might be an unpopular opinion. Maddie gets so nervous when I start to talk. But when
you preface things this might be a little insensitive.
This might be a little controversial. Listen up. But this is who I am. So I'm just wondering, when we're at the Celtics game, this is my first one, by the way, and it's pretty incredible what the players do and how they are nonstop moving and doing all these trick shots and stuff. However, when there's a penalty or foul, whatever it's called, and they get that one shot to get it in the hoop, you know what I mean? Everyone's like,
a penalty shot?
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's what it's called.
Is that what it's called?
It's a penalty shot. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a free throw.
Free throw. Okay, free throw. When they're doing a free throw, Joe was like, wow. And I was like, that's their job. I was they're getting paid millions of dollars to be able to put the ball in the hoop, and there's no interruptions right now. So yes, I'm impressed, but not as impressed as when they're doing a layup or maneuvering through people. Yes, I understand that's a lot of pressure, but that is their job. Is that controversial?
I guess you could say the same thing though about any sport.
Exactly, the fucking field goal. If they don't get it in the field goal, that's your job.
All they practice, the kicker in football. Literally every practice, that's what they're doing.
And I'm not saying that people are unathletic. I'm not coming after the players. I am just saying that they are making multi-million dollars to put the ball in the hoop.
Basically what happened.
So I would make sure not to miss a goddamn shot if I was getting paid $1 million to put a ball in a hoop.
Oh, Carly was sitting there with Joe and Nick were like, oh my God, that was such a good shot. And Carly's like, really? Because that's their job. And they were like, shut up. You literally, this is the first Celtics game you've ever probably watched, let alone been to.
It's true.
And Carly's like, well, it's their job, so I don't really care.
No, I didn't say that. It was literally just the free throw that I was like, they've probably been practicing those since they were 11 or 12. No, and now they are a professional athlete. And I see, that's why I knew it was going to be controversial.
I mean, it's not controversial, but also we used to swim, and how many times did you have a shitty race? Obviously, we're not getting paid to do it.
I never got a single dollar for swimming.
Yeah.
So.
But imagine if you were a really endorsed swimmer,
So I get it.
And you missed the wall in a flip turn. And you're like, well, it's your fucking job. Yeah. So how would you manage to do that?
True.
No, but it happens.
No. Yes, you're right. But if someone can't but Joe was think about the pressure they have on them. And I'm like, yeah, but if someone was okay, you need to make a playlist in 2 minutes and get up and teach a spin class.
It's a little different.
No, but that's my job. That's my job. So I would be able to do it.
But the rate of failure, I think, is a little lower of picking out songs for a playlist and then trying to get a ball into a small hoop.
That they've been practicing over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, but there's a very
they're standing in the same spot. and doing the same thing?
I don't know.
All right, I'm going to put a poll
What
up.
do you think?
I definitely see the take. I just think it's hilarious.
It's like a little ridiculous.
Well, because I just don't, I'm not a big sports girl. You know what I
Let's
mean?
see how you would shoot a free throw right now.
Well, that's what
I
Joe
know.
said. And I was like, pay me multi-million dollars and I'll make sure to never miss one.
Show the people out there how you'd shoot a free throw.
When
You
we
know
get
what?
home tonight, we have a hoop.
I will literally post it tomorrow because we won't be home at the same time.
Yeah, that's true.
But tomorrow
I'm gonna come over to the house, and the form is impeccable already. But
anyway, so that was really fun on Friday. We had a great time.
I know we were out late though.
We were out till 11.
No,
Yeah.
11:30 we left the bar.
Oh God.
But then we had to drive home, and then me and Nick had to drive home. Madeline wasn't in bed till 1 on Friday night, which
Was it really 1?
yeah. Well, we didn't get home till 12:45 because we got home around like 12:15, 12:20 to Framingham, and then me and Nick had to drive back home. And then by the time I brushed my teeth and like climbed into bed, and then I was wired for some reason. I was like laying there, and I was thinking I had to teach the next morning. Like, damn it.
Yeah.
I was like, shit. But it was. Oh my God.
Why did my throat make those weird noises?
That was really fun.
Yeah, it was really fun. I'm not saying I didn't have fun. I love to stir the pot, and it got everyone's pot stirred.
Well,
So,
the thing is I don't know about Joe, but like, a lot of guys like to watch football. And I'm not kidding. For some fucking reason, football's on 24/7. 24/7.
Never ends.
I'm watching something I want to watch, and I'm not going to call it Nick because he is very sweet about it. Like, we watch 80% of the time what I want to watch.
yeah.
But of course, I'm like sitting on the couch and I'm watching Cheer, which we will touch upon actually later.
Yes.
And I'm into my show, and he's like, "Oh, I'd really love to watch some football." I'm like, "It's 3 p.m. on a Saturday. Like, why is there a football game on?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Just like college." I'm like, "Who? Do you go to that college?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "Do you know anyone that goes there?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "Then who cares?" I'm like, literally, who gives a fuck? He's like, "Maddie, it's like playoff college football." I'm like,
yeah. You don't get it.
I don't get it.
You're not a down ass bitch.
I went ice fishing yesterday. That is the most down ass bitch thing I've done in a long time.
It's like a tailgate on ice.
Yeah, but coming from someone, when we had that conversation about would you rather be hot or cold, I had very strong feelings about never being cold again.
Yeah,
I was very cold yesterday.
That's true.
Nick, though, every time he looked at me, he's like, "Do you want to go home?" I'm like,
No, honey.
I don't want to go. I just want to wait till you want to go.
Wow.
And I was a down
stuck it
bitch
out.
yesterday. Yeah.
Saturday I went to a surprise party, and that was a late night also, and a lot of small talk and socialization. And then yesterday I went to a bridal.
Socialization?
Yeah, socialization.
Okay.
Get civilized.
I was thinking civilization. I was like, why are you saying that?
Socialization. And then Sunday, I went to a bridal shower, and the bride was absolutely stunning.
Oh my God.
Literally so beautiful. She had this gorgeous flower wall that I was obsessed. They followed me, and now I'm determined to have a flower wall at every event going forward. So look out for that.
Next Built by Byron event,
Flower wall. Always. Always and forever.
In the gym.
They also have feather walls that you can rent.
Ooh, I like that.
And that's like boho. But yeah, they followed me. I don't know why me, but I was like honored.
Carly really
So
is an influencer.
Liquid IV sent me a PR package today.
Oh my God.
Like, can you, Evan?
Carly gets a PR package though, like every other day. Like there are packages showing up on the door step, and my parents like, "What are you ordering?" Carly's like, "I got it sent to me." Like there are pieces of equipment in our gym.
Oh, I
Carly
need to
got
film this
sent.
week.
Like
Yeah.
our clients are working out on them, and they're like, "Oh my God, where'd you get this?" I'm like, "Well, actually, Carly got it for free." And you know what I have gotten for free in my life from PR people? There's been one package.
Skincare.
And it was a great skincare brand. It's Good Molecules. And that's it.
Free plug.
Just, yeah, I know. They sent me it. And then I was like, "If you want to send me more," and they're like, "No, thanks." I was like, okay. Cool.
You didn't bring in enough sales.
Well, they didn't ask me to sell it. They were just like, "Hey, try it out." But
Wow.
Carly gets a new package every day, like actual things, dryers, curlers, pieces of gym equipment, jewelry, watches, like sweatshirts. And they're like, hey, do you want one face wash on us? And then the rest, make sure you order through Ulta Beauty. I'm like, well, you got me because I really like it. And I was spending my own money on it with no discount code. So what is being an influencer like? I don't know. Just ask Carly.
I'm not even like an influencer though. I mean, those things are fun and I have to promote them. But like this Liquid IV one was the first like full blown PR where they're like, you don't have to post anything. We're just sending you Liquid IV. And I was like, thank you. Now will you sponsor my podcast?
Everyone go DM Liquid IV and say, hey, Eat the Damn Cake podcast is amazing. And we want them to drink Liquid IV for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
And I will do it if they pay us. So
if they send it to us, I won't say no.
Yes. So go shout us out to Liquid IV. Just, I don't know.
On their Instagram.
Just be like, yeah, eat the damn cake. You should really
send
check
us a
them out.
Screenshot and maybe we'll do something for you.
Yeah.
I'm not
if
kidding.
we end up getting the sponsorship, free Liquid IV for all.
Yeah, I'll send it on over to you. So anyways, you went to a bridal shower.
Oh yes. And it was just a lot of small, you know what I mean? Like everyone's like, oh my God, how
social
are you?
battery from like the beginning of the
I am so excited to lay in my bed and do absolutely nothing this weekend. I'm so excited. And I needed a weekend from this weekend because think about it. Before the pandemic is the last time I ever did something Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days in a row. That is literally the last time.
I can't. I still haven't.
I've done something 3 days in a row. And am I suffering today? Yes.
A little
bit. I am so tired. And I don't mean to sound like an asshole being like, I don't appreciate. I am so blessed. I have amazing people in my life. It was so amazing to do all those things this weekend. I am so exhausted.
Well, it's just like, I was talking to someone and we went out on Friday.
I'm an extroverted introvert.
Yeah, me too.
Like I'm so outgoing, but I love to be alone.
I don't like to be alone.
Yeah.
But
anytime Maddie's alone, she
I call
FaceTimes anyone.
If you have talked to me a few times.
If you're on her close friends list, you've
probably going to get a call. I don't like being alone, but I do like staying in and like just chilling out. That's what me and Nick did pretty much all day Saturday. We did do 5 loads of laundry each. And I posted on our story.
Oh my gosh. Wait, should we save this for the this or that or no?
Well, that's not really part of the... Oh, I guess it has to do with laundry. I didn't even think about that when I posted
that's
that.
Why you posted
oh my God, that's not even what I thought about.
Actually, let's get into it. It's funny.
Okay, so I live in an apartment, obviously, which means my laundry is not free. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Because when you let it add up, I spent $30 on laundry yesterday. Mind you, I like washed our bedding and like rugs and stuff, but like that's a lot of money.
It's a lot of moolah.
And it took 4 hours.
Yeah.
So the way like they're like a college washing machine. They lock. So like the washing machines lock. Once you press start, no turning back. If you have something in there you don't want in there, too bad.
It's running its whole course.
It is running the whole 60-minute cycle, whether you like it or not. So like I threw all my shit in. I had 2 loads in and I threw them in like different times. So I went back in about 40 minutes later after that, like that load was pretty much almost done. And I'm switching it over and I take like a quick little glance at that one. I'm like, oh, how's that one doing? I go like, and I'm like, and I literally audibly go, fuck. And I'm like, shit, what do I do? So I had some submissions. And before I give away what I found in my washing machine,
we need to go over the submissions.
Some of them are
questionable.
And I think
most from our mom.
Our
mom wrote a condom.
Okay, but you know what I think? I think people were thinking that it was like someone else's shit in my laundry. Like I threw it in this communal washer and like, oh, spooky, something popped out. Like didn't want it. Mom, not sure why you put that in there. So not sure, but no, was not a condom.
Engagement ring?
The overwhelming amount of people that said that. I fucking wish it had been in my laundry because I would have put it somewhere been like, oh my God, so weird. I came across this is this yours?
Yeah.
And then we would have been engaged. That didn't happen. Didn't see a post about that. Pen, very good. Have washed Nick's pants with my laundry and we'll never again do that because he leaves pens in his pockets and it got all over my shit. A mouse, chapstick, no. Okay, there was a few of you that knew exactly. So people said AirPod. No, just not one AirPod. The entire AirPod, like case and AirPods inside. And like, it was just sitting on the edge of like where like water collects, or like, you know, that one rogue sock will just sit because it got like pushed out. So I'm sitting,
where it was sitting?
Yeah, it was just Carly. It wasn't even like tumbling through the wash. It was on a little ledge, just staring back at me like, ha, bitch. It's in there and you have no idea if we work. You have to wait 20 more minutes. And I unplugged it being like, maybe it'll stop. Nope. Kept the cycle going. When I plugged it back in, I'm like, fuck. So I'm like sweating. I'm sweating.
There's no way that like there's not an emergency stop.
If there is, I have no clue. I tried everything. So I'm sitting there and I'm like super upset. I'm like, damn, I really don't have a quick $110 to like just throw towards a new pair. So I'm waiting, pull them out, run down the hall. Didn't even switch over my laundry, just grab the AirPods and run. And I'm like, hairdryer, grab the hairdryer. Guess who's in the bathroom? Nickel, like banging on the door. I'm like, I'm coming in. I don't give a shit what you're doing in there. I'm coming in. I'm grabbing the hairdryer. He's like, what? I'm like, my AirPods were in the wash. They went through a whole spin cycle. Like, they're definitely broken. The little green light came on. They work. So, are AirPods waterproof? I don't know, but they made it through an entire washing machine cycle and didn't break. And they still work. I use them today. So, check your pockets, everybody. I'm still not adult enough to check all my pockets before I throw laundry in. I feel like that's like a very adult thing to do. Like that's what like mom does. Like when she's like putting in other people's laundry, she's like, checking the pockets.
Yeah.
I don't do that. Just risk it for the biscuit. And it bit me in the ass. So
biscuit came back to bite you.
it came right back.
All right, let's dive in to a very actually controversial topic.
Yeah, not like Carly's controversy.
Not mine. But if you have watched Cheer, you know who Gabby Butler is.
Yes.
I'm going to be honest, I haven't watched the second season, but I have heard about so many people have brought this to my attention that I feel the need to address it on the podcast.
Yeah.
Because Gabby Butler in this season of Cheer goes into this watermelon diet that she does.
It's like a watermelon fast diet, cleanse, whatever. Honestly, all really shitty words.
Yeah.
All words that I would be like, I wouldn't be upset if they all just went away.
Yeah.
Forever. I have been watching. And when it came up, it's funny, Carly's friend sent me a video of it when she was talking about it. And I was like, oh, I wonder when I'll see that. And it came up and I was just sitting there like, and her mom was like.
Yeah. Didn't the mom not say anything?
The mom was like, yeah, she does it. And she was like, make sure you don't do like super excessive training. She's like, we're just
doing
like
stunts or whatever.
Stunts or tumble, either one.
Yeah,
I'm like, you are literally throwing your whole body weight around in the air and spinning 5 or 6 times. And you're like, no, we're not doing anything intense. I'm like,
literally
nothing intense.
Yeah. So
I looked up, first of all, I just went to good old Google at first and just said watermelon, click, 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 watermelon diet, watermelon cleanse from Cheer. And it popped up pretty much before I even stopped typing. Every headline for the first 10 was, please do not do the watermelon cleanse from Cheer. I'm like,
shocker.
Wow. It's crazy.
Well, okay. Yeah. Continue.
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, we'll get into it.
Okay. So I decided to do some deep diving on the watermelon cleanse or diet. And honestly,
it's not a thing.
It's not a thing. It's kind of made up.
Gabby made that shit up.
I mean, maybe she saw it from somewhere, like someone doing it, and then she heard. So here's the thing, y'all. Gabby Butler is an incredible athlete, but she is not a dietitian. She's not a nutritionist. She
doesn't study that.
The way that she was like talking about it, she was like, you're not actually fasting, but you're getting something in your stomach, so you're not just having not having anything. It's actually very good for you in removing all that toxic stuff. Very scientific.
Don't like that.
So basically, this article just asked a nutritionist / dietitian, like, what is it? And they were like, literally, it's people eating watermelon for all their meals through the day for X amount of days. Like, you can choose how many days you want to do it. And
I don't think I'd survive a day.
and then you can go and like start introducing other foods. Like, people like slowly add other foods in it. But it's unbalanced, y'all. Watermelon, mostly made up of water.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, as a little snacky snack, like added into a full, well-balanced diet, sure, have some.
Yeah.
Go crazy. I could eat a whole watermelon, honestly, because it's water.
Yeah.
Like, literally, you just suck it down. It's easy to eat. But all of these dietitians are saying, please do not do this. Like, people are like, how long should you do it? And they're like, don't.
Yeah. Add it into a normal.
Literally don't. And I can't even imagine, like, the other day, I sometimes am really bad about taking care of my body, and we're very transparent about how we're shitty sometimes about eating breakfast. And I like worked out and I was working all morning, and all of a sudden like 1 o'clock hit, and I had just had coffee and like water. And I was like, my blood sugar is so low, like I could pass out.
Yeah.
So I can't even imagine like a very like high elite athlete just eating watermelon for a few days. Like, you can't have enough energy.
No,
Like-
absolutely not. And well, I hate it even more. Like, if she's convinced that that's working for her, great, whatever.
Like, fine.
It's not, first of all. 2, don't broadcast it when you have so many young, formative minds watching you and looking up to you and trying to mimic your every move.
Yeah.
Because that can ruin, like, that, it's not good for you. It's
No.
And she had no scientific proof of it, and
No.
she had nothing to back it up. She just does it, and the fact that she broadcasted it makes me so angry, because it's like, you never know who's watching, you never know who's listening. There are so many kids that probably want to end up at Navarro Cheer.
Yeah, and like
that-
look like her. Like,
Yeah.
she is so strong and built, and like obviously an elite athlete. So like also we're not going to look like her. Like, she is training hours and hours a day.
That's her full-time job.
That's her full-time job.
Her full-time job is doing cheer.
Yeah.
So I'm impressed by that.
Yeah, then like that's really hard. I'm
Yeah.
like, no, I could never. I would watch them tumble, because they're basically gymnasts, but they're like a cheerleader. It's like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's really hard, and
Yeah.
they're all really, really strong. But you're right. Like, people are probably watching and they're like, oh my God, since Gabby Butler did it, I want to do it.
One of my friend's friends said that she was going to start the watermelon diet this week. And my friend was like, what are
Why?
you talking about? And she was like, no, I'm just going to start it this week. And then my friend watched Cheer, and she was like, is this why you were going to start it this week? And she was like, yeah. She had no information other than Gabby Butler did it, and she said that it worked for her. That's blows my mind. So that already shows you. And this girl is in her 20s. She's 27. Like, she's not like a crazy like teenager. You know what? Crazy teenager.
Great. Well, those crazy teens.
Crazy teens. Meaning ones that are like willing to do anything to fit in at this point. You know what I mean? Because like when you're young, you do pretty much anything to fit in. What you think is like the cool thing to do. And if Gabby Butler is like, I'm doing the watermelon diet, you're going to be like, I'm doing the watermelon diet.
But it's also like a lot of people, if they feel like stagnant or stuck and they're on a weight loss journey and they're like, nothing's worked for me, or like nothing, I feel like I haven't found the thing yet. If they're willing to try, a lot of people are willing to try anything. If they're like, oh, I've heard it worked for someone else. We just take it from us. Don't do it. Like, Gabby Butler.
This is a hell no.
Would probably be able to function and look the same way that she was without doing this.
Yeah.
Like,
I almost can guarantee it. She'd probably may function even better if she got more nutrients.
But don't do it. It's the fact that there's cleanse and fast associated with it is a no, but also the fact that there's literally only one food that you eat for a few days, also a no.
Yeah. It's like eating anything for a few days. Like if you're like, I'm only eating red pepper.
Honestly,
which I could do. I love red pepper, which I could
crunchy.
do.
So
However,
good.
I actually could probably do that more than watermelon.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it has a little bit more substance to it. But anyway, don't do that either. That's not what I mean.
No.
We're like, I'm contemplating the red pepper fast. No, I'm just kidding.
No, don't do that either.
Don't do any of them.
Yeah, don't do a fast or diet. They're stupid. They're dumb. Bye. No, but seriously, we just wanted to address that to make sure that if anyone did happen to catch that in cheer and it caught their eye and it was
like,
something they wanted to try,
Will this reset my
don't
liver?
try it.
No.
Yeah, it won't reset your liver.
Y'all, we have a liver. Like, there are like things in our liver. I'm like, can't even find the words. Things.
Mitochondria.
Powerhouse of the cell. If you guys didn't know that already. Where did it say this? Okay. Our liver, obviously, for those of you that don't know, already is a natural cleansing organ in our body to filter out toxins. So we don't have to
cleanse the liver.
It's good to eat foods that help aid in the processing of what? You've been making so many weird noises today.
I've been consuming so many liquids during this podcast. I know there's no camera on us, but I finished an entire matcha and now I just started chugging water. And poor Maddie is trying to talk and I'm just literally shoving water down my gullet.
Our kidneys and our liver cleanse toxins through our body, help move stuff through. So you don't need to eat just a shit ton of watermelon to do that. Point blank, don't do it. Love you. Bye. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways.
Yeah.
I have something to really quick talk about.
Okay.
It just has to do with Netflix because Cheers on Netflix and I found a new show on Hulu.
Dope sick,
you guys. You need to watch it.
She hasn't shut up about this. Literally, she said to my mom 4 times yesterday, so you should really watch Dope Sick. And then 5 minutes later, she's like, but watch Dope Sick. And my mom's like, I got it, Maddie.
I definitely yesterday I went ice fishing. I had a couple of mimosas and a couple mimosas, when you're drinking really slowly.
Yeah.
So you're not noticing if it's affecting you as much.
Yeah.
By the end of the day, I was like, okay, I'm a little buzzed. I was not driving, everyone. I was not driving. Nick was my chauffeur yesterday. And I was like, okay. And then I got home to my parents' house for dinner. I was like, so I wasn't feeling it until I got off the ice. And
I knew it because I knew it. You were yelling. You came in yelling.
Screaming. Nick always tells me I'm screaming. And it's my biggest pet peeve. And he actually didn't say anything yesterday. I think he knew. He was like, if I say it, she comes in.
She's like, hello.
Hello, everybody.
I'm like, she is way too happy on a Sunday afternoon.
I literally was completely fine. But, and you're just Prosecco gets you a little jazzed up and happy.
A little kickball change.
So I might have repeated myself a couple times. Hey guys, watch Dope Sick. And mom's like, Maddie, this is the 5th fucking time.
And then she said, how many drinks did you have? You're like, 2.
2. I think I had.
She listens to this podcast,
I know.
So she's going to know that you had more than 2.
Yeah, I had 2.
Oh.
I had 2.
But you drank them.
Carly goes, was it the mimosa this big or this big?
I literally go, tell me when to stop. And I'm bringing my hands bigger.
No, I think I was there on the ice for 4 or 5 hours. I might have had 3 drinks. Or
times 2.
3. I had 3. But you
Plus
guys,
3.
We all have to have a little fun sometimes.
I'm glad you loosened up.
Yeah, I don't usually.
No, I know.
I really don't.
She never, she is always the tamest one on the weekend.
Well, and I was saying this to Nick the other day, I'm like, all I think about is how shitty I'm going to feel the next day. Which I'm like, I was not like this pre-pandemic.
No.
I wouldn't think about the consequences the next day. And I think a lot of it is I'm a couple, almost few years older now. So I'm starting to hangovers are a little worse. Yeah. Also, we own our own business. Yeah. So we wake up really early pretty much every day. So sleep over everything, hydration over everything. But yeah, no, yesterday I had a lot of fun and
good.
And let myself have fun.
Good.
However, Dope Sick.
No.
I'm just kidding. Watch it. It's really good, you guys. It's on Hulu. And watch Euphoria. And The Bachelor's on tonight too. Anyways.
Oh my God. I was also gonna remember a couple weeks ago when I was Carly's pet peeves and I was talking about things. I have one that I want to bring to
an ick.
Yeah. Remember when I was I hate when people are I did a thing.
Yes.
Yeah. So I have another one similar to that, and then it
Okay.
has to. I'm not
And then it
coming.
has to, okay.
I'm not coming across as negative. This is just something that bothers the absolute shit out of me.
What episode did you bring that up on? I don't remember, but we can
It was
find
a couple. Yeah, it was a couple weeks ago when I was like, I hate when people are like, I did a thing. It's like, just say what you did.
When I get engaged, that's what my caption is going to be.
Just to spite
piss
me.
Carly
Yeah,
off.
no, and I will not acknowledge it. Anyways, Duke and I were at the dog park the other day. Shocker. We're there every day. And there was this like German Shepherd, like just trying to mount him the entire time. And it was so, is this
The
appropriate?
visual I did not need.
No, it was just like the dog was so freaking annoying, and
Fricking.
it was a beautiful dog, but like I literally Duke was getting so annoyed with it, and you could tell. And so I said to the owner, like, "Oh, how old's your dog?" He's like 17 months, and I'm like, "You mean a year and a half?" Like if you are within the second year with your dog, you're round either to a year and a half, or 2 years old. Do not tell me they are 18 months. Do not tell me they are 13 months. They hit a year. You know what I mean? Duke, like he is about to turn 2 next week. February 4th, everyone. We are throwing him a giant birthday party, but like with no dogs because he doesn't really like dogs.
He doesn't like dogs. Or people, for that matter. So it's literally me, Carly, Mom, Dad, Joe, and Nick at a party.
Yes, the 6 of us. He likes the people he met during the pandemic.
He's a pandemic puppy. What can
The
we
new
say?
people, he's like, eh.
Not sure about it.
Yeah, he doesn't trust anyone. But I, for the last 4 months, have been saying year and a half will be 2 in February. You know what I mean? Like
I think you just need to start saying 24 months and see how people react.
no, I mean with babies, whatever, that's a different ballpark. But a dog,
Is it though?
I don't like it.
I knew you were going to say that. I was like, I get it for children. And
You
you're
know,
like,
well, because everyone does it. They're like 27 months.
But I
and you're
actually
like, so
wanna know-
2 years and 3 months.
what's the difference? Is it just like how people decide to phrase it? Like it's never really bothered me, but I always feel bad because they're
You
like,
can't do the math
they're
fast enough.
literally like 32 months. I'm like 2 + 2 = okay,
24
Bring the
plus,
one,
yeah.
and I'm like,
So
so how
2
old
and a
are
half?
they?
Yeah.
Yeah. They say that. I go so, and then they're like 2.5, and I'm like, okay, yeah. So like I thought you were just gonna like say that, but that's okay.
No,
I actually am wondering why that happens.
I don't know. I think it's insane.
Do you think it's just like something?
I think it's just like once like you get so used to it within the first year. Like I remember being like, oh, he's 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, whatever, 7.
So people just add on one.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't get the point of it. Like I think like with babies, their formative years are within up to 2 years old. So I feel like at 2, they start saying like 2 and above, like
Yeah,
2,
that's
2 and a
true.
half. But like if a baby's walking at 17 months, you know what I mean?
No, that's actually really true. I guess that makes more sense.
But with dogs, it makes no sense. Like dogs can walk from day 1.
You're like, they're in their formative years.
Yeah.
So
Duke is literally turning 14.
yeah.
No, he's turning 2, but like in human years, 14.
Oh my God, what a teen.
He is.
Angsty teen.
He is. He likes dad more than mom right now.
Really? Is
Yeah.
she freaking out?
I'm freaking out for sure. No, I'm saying
Oh,
Joe.
I'm like, like grandpa?
that's grandpa and grandma.
I know, but like
I am
your dad.
I am mom and dad.
I'm like, I was gonna say so.
But he likes Joe more than me right now. He
Joe is just called Joe though, in relation to Duke.
yeah.
I've never been like, is dad I'm like, Joe is coming.
Yeah,
and he's
that's
like,
true.
he said, I'm auntie for sure. But like, Joe's just Joe.
yeah, I mean,
Like he is dad, but no one calls him dad.
no.
If that makes any sense.
That conversation lasted way too long.
I know. I'm like, you know what I mean? Though?
Yeah, let's move on to this or that. Yikes. All right.
Sometimes
So
just go on a tangent.
this morning I sat up in bed and I was like staring at my laundry and I was like, you know what? I'm just curious when everyone else does their laundry. So this is why my this or that came to fruition. So how many times a week do you do your laundry?
Sweating.
2+ or 1 time?
1 or less than 1.
Yep, I'm right there too.
I do mine once every 2 weeks.
I
And I have 7 loads to do once every 2 weeks.
Why do you think? Okay, just pause. I like all of the things I wear are like relatively like if you bunch it up, it's not that big. It's like a piece of spandex and a sports bra. Like because all
You
I
don't
wear
wear a lot of sweats?
not as much. I do mostly leggings and a sweatshirt, but like not a lot of sweatpants. Nick wears like big chunky Carhartt pants and like a massive sweatshirt every day.
So he can fit like one.
He has more clothes than anyone on this fucking planet. He'll do 4 loads
you
of
buy
laundry.
him clothes every time you go
He
out.
doesn't purge any clothes though. He'll just add it to the bunch. And I'm like, you don't wear 89% of this. He did 7 loads of laundry yesterday.
Damn.
All sitting in my living room. Still not folded. Neither is mine. Fair enough.
So
but
you can't complain.
I'll touch base next week to see if it's folded because I know it won't be.
Doesn't it get all wrinkled that way though?
Yeah, if you were wondering, we're late to everywhere because he's like, shit, I have to steam this. I'm like, this like crazy thing. Like if you hung up your stuff the day you did it, it wouldn't be wrinkly.
But you don't either.
None of the shit that I wear is wrinkled though because it's all athletic wear.
That's true.
I never wear nice clothes.
Well, 79 people said 2+ times a week.
They must have a washer dryer like
Feet from their bedroom. Like,
Carly though?
Hold on. No. It's all the way. It's all the way downstairs.
Hold on. The other day, I wasn't complaining. I was just saying, like I want to bring my laundry over here because it's free and it's much bigger and like I could do more loads for free. Carly's like, why are you complaining? Like it's down the hall from you. And I'm like, Carly,
I don't remember this conversation.
you go, I have to walk all the way downstairs. And I literally looked at her and I go, you're joking, right? And she's like, no, like I have to carry it like all downstairs. I'm like,
For someone with a serratus injury,
it's free in your home. I'm like, it is in the same place that you
okay,
live.
but I'm jealous of the people that have like it in their walk-in closet. You know?
Well, maybe one day.
If I had to go to a laundromat, it'd probably be even less frequent.
Oh yeah.
I would milk out those clothes for as long as
I would wear
possible.
my jeans and sweats like
for the whole month.
for the month and just be like, oh, that's stain. It's part of the pants.
Yeah.
It's not actually from anything other than just they were made like this.
Yeah.
My friends live in New York City and they go to a laundromat. I
Don't know how they do that.
can't.
But so in our defense, I go through 3 outfits a day
Same.
because of sweating, working out, changing into, I have like comfy sweats. So like whenever I go home, I get out of my tight leggings and I go into sweatpants.
I know.
And then there are sometimes where I have like, I'm wearing sweats, but they're not the comfiest sweats. So I go home and I go, okay.
Anyways. What's the next one?
159 people do it 1 time a week.
I feel that. And then some people DM'd us and I was like, not that much.
Do you separate whites and colors?
Never in my life. Ever. Have you?
I get very scared about it every time.
But you don't
But
do it.
Yeah, I get so
I have a
nervous.
feeling this whatever green sweatshirt's gonna do it to me.
So if anyone was wondering, I've ruined every white shirt I've ever owned and I still haven't learned my lesson.
So I've learned my lesson. I separate them now. I finally, it's actually within the last couple times I've done laundry, I've started separating them and I'm very proud of myself. This was like the biggest,
Colleen is always.
always. But I don't know how she does it, but yeah, I have like some really white shirts that I didn't want to mess up. So I'm like, I just went.
I literally bought a new white shirt the other day. I'm like, maybe I'll keep this white. Washed it for the first time.
Gray.
Fully gray. I'm like, well, now I have a gray shirt. New gray shirt. Oh, well.
103 separate and 146 toss it all in.
I feel that.
Do you use extra liquids other than detergent?
No.
Nope.
I wrote softener or just detergent. Like I didn't say other liquids. I use the Oxy now because I live at home and mom buys it. So
Well, once you move out, you're gonna realize how expensive that
Maddie,
shit is.
you're acting like I've every single time.
The
She's
prices
like,
have gone up since 5
since
years
this
ago.
summer when I lived in Southie this summer and bought detergent.
This past summer
Yes.
during the pandemic
Yes. I moved into Southie.
in 2021.
Yes. For April and May.
Oh, for 2 months. Okay.
And I bought detergent. It didn't break the bank, sister.
Just saying.
58 people.
Adds up.
Well, yeah. And then I brought it home, and then Maddie took a huge cup to her house.
Okay, Carly bought, what are those things called? Dryer sheets, which are actually horrible for the environment. So we shouldn't buy those. But I stole a little stack, and guys like, I paid for those. Sorry, if your bank wasn't broken, why can't you share? You bitch.
So what's the next one?
58 people said softener, other liquids, and 183 said just detergent.
Same. I would use Arm & Hammer.
Do you wash, fold, and put away all at once? So do you do it all or one thing at a time?
What do you mean? One thing at a time, like weeks between?
Yes. Yeah. Me too.
I'll do it all at once.
Wow. Hurley.
I mean, because then I got
Wife
the
him
wrinkles
up.
and stuff.
You're so
Wife him up.
I very much wish that someone found a way to turn the whole laundry process into like 10 minutes.
Me too.
I
Because
think
I
you
hate
should
having to
invent
dedicate. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll get right to it.
With all the free time that you have, Hurley, can you please create that for
But
us?
it's like you're expecting me to like dedicate 2 hours of my life just to sit around, wait for this to be done.
Right?
That's not.
Folding?
And then you're not supposed to leave the house if the dryer's on because that's a fire hazard.
Okay, but what if you live in an apartment?
Yeah, huge fire hazard.
Yeah, I know.
Well, you can leave, but you share. It's a communal one, so I wouldn't want to leave.
Yeah, I mean, people have touched my stuff before,
Ugh,
and
I
I
hate
get
that.
so mad. Like in college, I didn't really care because I was like, whatever, I get it. Like I left this for 4.5 hours. Like my bad.
Yeah.
But like I'm pretty on top of it. And one time it finished within 3 minutes. Someone grabbed my clean stuff and just put it on top of the washer.
Oh,
I was like, the audacity.
honey.
Like we're adults here. Just wait your turn.
Is the whole floor sharing one washer and dryer?
We have 2 on each floor.
Wow.
But I don't live in like a big apartment complex. There's probably like 20-ish units on each floor.
Okay.
So like I usually have never had, like I really have never had to wait. But like someone will be like behind me and just like touch my stuff. I'm like, don't touch my
Yeah,
stuff.
that would really bother me. 93 people do it all at once. 140 people said one
Was
thing at
Nick
a
one
time.
of the people that claimed to do that? Because I
Let's see.
promise you he wasn't.
Let's see.
Actually, he doesn't vote on our polls. So
What a guy. Would you rather fold or put away?
neither. Absolutely neither.
I feel like putting away is super easy. No?
Putting away is easier. Honestly, I'd much rather put away than fold. Because once I'm done folding, though, that getting the energy to be like, gotta put them away now.
I would rather fold, I think, because I have no space to put anything away.
Actually,
So it is stuffing drawers. It
like
is
Tetris?
Yes, it is the worst. Like I have to wait for my laundry basket to fill up before I put away the clothes from the last laundry. Like I realize that I'm a hoarder. Like I realize that.
how many sweatshirts do you have? 60? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
60 hoodies. I have a whole closet dedicated to them.
I just want to
That is
say
insane.
I have a walk-in closet. I have a walk-in closet with like 7 shelves up to the ceiling. And I was like, yeah, I'll just like fold everything. I'm not kidding you guys. I just crumple them up and shove them into like little pockets of space now. So I also don't like putting away because I don't have enough room.
Good thing you wear athletic wear.
I know, seriously.
I
I had
can't
nice
imagine
clothes.
how that would look.
Yeah.
Wrinkled, very wrinkled. I forget I have things because they just get lost.
150 people said they would rather fold. 89 said put away. So, least favorite thing to fold: bed sheets or long sleeve shirts.
I was super confused by this. I'm like, long sleeve shirts?
Well, yeah, they suck to fold.
I don't think they're that bad.
like crop top long sleeves.
Okay, yeah, crop top long sleeves.
I hate folding crop top.
Yeah, Hurley hates those.
Those are the worst.
No, bed sheets are way worse.
Yeah, bed sheets are the worst. I think.
Worst.
But you know what? 35 people did say long sleeve shirts.
Okay, so I guess you have some.
Especially the
No, that's what
the
I was
one that
thinking. The
wraps around.
rounded,
Yeah.
the rounded bed
with the
sheets.
scrunchies.
I don't understand. Those ones are just. Meant,
I like
people are just meant to crumple that one up and shove it in it. Like I do that too. Someone said they put it in the pillowcase.
which is smart.
So smart. Someone goes, I just fold them up and put them in the pillowcase. I'm like, I'm gonna start doing that.
I literally said that was yes. Shout out.
Yes,
I'm
you're
doing
a very smart person. I'm gonna start doing that.
204 people said bed sheets though. And then do you do laundry for your significant other / family, or just yourself?
Well,
We know.
Just myself.
I sometimes do it for Nick. I'm not gonna lie. And the only reason why is because we share a closet. He'll sometimes be taking up 2 laundry baskets, and it gets to the point where like I don't have room for my dirty laundry, so I'm just gonna be the nice person. But then it bites me in the ass because I'll do it, and he didn't want me to do it, so then he doesn't want to fold it. So it just sits for a week. So,
Well,
who knew we could talk about laundry for that long?
it
Honestly,
is a hot topic.
It's a hot topic.
One more question that I have for you and Hurley, and this is a dire question. And not that I'm ever saying that anyone should cut any food out of their life, because once I put that up, I was like, oh shoot, are people going to think that I'm saying like,
it's
you
like
got to give one
It's like
up?
a little game.
Yeah. Delete one entirely for life. Tacos, wings, bread, pasta, or burgers?
I might go burgers.
I think pasta.
Tacos.
Wow.
Huh.
We all pick something different.
I thought for a second, I thought wings. Actually, wings. Who am I kidding? I literally, that's like the last thing
Pasta?
I'd rather, because I thought about ravioli for a second. I was like, I can't give that up. Tortellini, cheese-filled pasta. Absolutely the fuck not. Shit's good. Like wings, I could totally do without.
Really?
Yes. Oh my God.
Actually, I'm kind
What
of
about
with you
your
on that.
what about your barbecue wings?
Just give me a slab of chicken and I'll put the sauce on it. It's like literally the same shit. Like I don't go to a restaurant, see wings on the menu, like yes. Like no. Like who does that?
I like wings.
Carly, you get tenders, which is literally just breaded chicken. You could get them anywhere. You could get just a breaded chicken breast, and that'd
like
be
wings would be like the bone.
yeah.
No, I like the bone, but only the flats, not the drumsticks.
So really, you can't just give up some flats?
Tacos, I don't like tacos. Like, I mean, I like them, but it's the same as a quesadilla. Like, I'd have a quesadilla and said I only have meat and cheese in my taco. So why would I not?
That's not a taco. So I guess that
is
makes
a wild taco. Just meat and cheese?
Yeah, no.
You're not adding any kind of like. That's probably a conversation.
Hurley,
for
did
another
you not
time.
know every time we've gone to like Chipotle, she goes, "Can I just get a burrito with cheese and extra chicken?" And that's it. And they're like, "That's it?"
No, chicken, extra cheese.
And rice.
No.
Oh, you don't get any rice.
Wearing one of her 60 hoodies.
Yep. And running into her ex with a pregnant wife asking.
It's a
I didn't know
callback
you were
for all you
pregnant.
new listeners.
I know.
Oh my
you guys
God.
have to go back and try to find that episode.
A lot of people said wings. A couple were with me with tacos. A lot said bread.
Yeah, a lot of people said they could do without bread. And I just
So
can't.
that's what I sent it to Joe this morning. As he was eating a bagel, he goes, bread. And I'm like, you're eating bread right now. Like, maybe you should look inward. Okay.
No,
That is all for today.
Look at this picture of me. Honestly, IDK where I would be without bread.
You said you put that on Eat the Damn Cake once.
Did I? It's a story of just my face. Like I'm just laying in bed and I'm just thinking about how bread has really changed me as a person.
I love it.
Sourdough baby.
When I had to go gluten-free for 4 months, it was the worst 4 months of my life.
Anyways. This has been a really sporadic and fun episode.
Thank you so much for listening.
I hope you could resonate with some of the few things we said.
Please.
And if you couldn't,
Sorry.
Please
rate, review, subscribe.
Yes. And also, we are starting a workout of the week.
Oh my God. Yes.
And
Here we are.
here we are. So I'm going to read it to you. Get a pen and paper out, press record, or just reference back. If you do this workout, post a sweaty selfie, tag us, and you're going to be entered in a raffle for next week for a free Eat the Damn Cake hat. So, and at the end, a beanie. So do 20 shoulder tap, 15 air squat, 20 sky crunch, 5 sprawl, 20 sprinter sit up, 30-second plank. Go through that 3 times. I will post little demos
Of that tomorrow.
But I won't say for what it is because I want everyone to listen and figure out what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Post a sweaty selfie and tag us and we'll enter you in a raffle for a free beanie. So do it up and have a great day and
Live,
review.
laugh, love.
Live, laugh,
Eat
love.
the damn cake.